Hello! You joined me the day of my ferry trip to stay on Mull for 4 whole weeks, but we will get to that in future videos. I'm in Oban currently, walking along the promenade, hoping to find a subject that has evaded me for years. And Oban is supposed to be one of the best places to get close to these birds. They're absolutely gorgeous. They're called Black Guillemots. They look very similar to the common guillemot that we see. However, as the name suggests, they are completely black, apart from red inside of their mouths and also red legs. Oh, and they've got a little white detail on their wing as well. But yes, I've seen many photos from Oban of these birds, and I've been to Oban multiple times, but it's always been a fleeting visit. So this morning I'm putting in the effort to see if he says, I think I've just found them. Yeah, I've definitely just found them. Well, that was wonderful timing. 1, 2, 3. There might be somewhere. I'll tell you what, I'll show you. So we've got 3 just here. I'll take a video with my actual camera. Oh, and I can hear and see even more to the left of me here. I'll tell you what, let's see how approachable they are. I hear they're very approachable. Well, they're probably used to seeing people walk by all the time. Oh, gorgeous. Right, let's get some proper photos and footage. Oh, I can see them in the nests. Right, well, these ones over here aren't doing very much, but I can see probably a group of about 8, only about 10-15 metres away from me. And I've just seen one fly into a nest, so let's go that way. Well, this is pretty special. I've got a view into a few of them poking their heads out of the nest. Now, I don't know whether they're chicks that are ready to fledge or if it's just the adults that are in the nest. But they seem to be nesting in almost like drain pipes and little holes in the wall. Gorgeous. Right, well, I'm going to see if they're going to let me get nice and close to the water's edge. They really don't seem phased at all. I'm getting prepared to get a wet arse here because I should have brought a mat or something to lie on. I honestly had no idea what to expect this morning. But I'm very, very happy. Right, well, I've given up on being down by the water's edge, and I can show you why. Turns out they're really not fazed by people at all. So, when they've been up on here, which they still are, I've just been playing around with some leading lines, especially when I'm shooting down this way. And also using this fencing here to put a bit of framing around the birds. But you'll have to let me know if you think it works. I think I'm pretty pleased with the results. Honestly, this is 5 times better than I imagined it would be. I was buzzing when I even saw them, but as you saw from the footage I got with this vlogging camera, you can get about a metre away from them. There were people walking by with dogs and they weren't moving. Bloody wonderful. So I've moved on to this side. Over here is where they're coming in to land in their nests, and also on the promenade. The sun is sort of coming up from that way. So I'm stood up because I want to try and get eye line rather than being too low to them, and then hopefully get them as they fly in. Fingers crossed. What I wanted to say is they're bloody hard to expose for. When you've got predominantly dark birds that have got any sort of white or very bright areas on them, it can be a nightmare to expose. So all I'm doing is trying my best to get it as bright as possible without overexposing the whites. Well, every time I try and speak to the camera and say this, all gone a bit quiet, they're flying in all over again. There's another one flies out, which means it'll probably fly back in. Here it comes. Nice. Well, I had come down to the water's edge to do some nice simple portraits because the activity levels had gone quite a bit lower, but they were still in and around this little area here, so I was just placing my camera nice and low, and I think I got some pretty lovely results. My plan had been to, I really wanted to get them when they come out. They sort of, a bit like I think most water birds do, they'll flap their wings in the water, and I think I got a few of that as well. But yeah, you can see I don't really know a great deal about these Black Guillemots because I had just thought that they were dying down with their activity levels, but I don't show any signs of stopping. Well, I keep wanting to say that I'm about to go and have breakfast, but I just keep getting lovely photographic opportunities. I've honestly been out for, I don't know, an hour and 45 minutes. There probably was more activity very early in the morning, but very early, it was about, I don't know, 6:45 I was out. But they're still around and still giving me plenty of in-flight shots. I just had one when I was down by the water's edge that came so close to me. Got some wonderful portraits. I love these birds. I really hope my photos are half as good as they look on the back of the camera, because this has been such a wonderful way to start this trip out in Scotland. Right, well, I don't know how coherent a vlog this is. I'm probably gonna finish here. I'll stick around for another 15-20 minutes, but the time is about 9 o'clock and the activity, I think, has now started to die down. Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's been a wonderful start to my Scottish adventure. I'm getting the ferry over to Mull this afternoon. I've got a week by myself on the island and then 3 weeks of guiding for trips that are coming to the island. So I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm hoping over the first week I'll be able to produce a lot of videos as to what I get up to. The weather is looking rather Scottish, so who knows? I'm going with no expectations. I don't quite know what I'm going to go and target to photograph, but I'll be sure to let you know. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.